YouTube, this is Bank Edits, and today I am going to teach you how to put connectors or terminating in on a CAT5 Ethernet cable. This is fairly simple. You just got to follow the color coding rules, and yeah, let's get started. Hello YouTube, today I have decided that I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make CAT5 cables. So just to give you a shot of what, or show you what I have on the table here. A pair of scissors. You want a pair of scissors. You want these ends to terminate it. These CAT5 connectors. You can get like 50 in a box. I'll leave like some links so you guys can purchase these. These are 100 pieces in a box. These are for CAT5 and CAT5E. You want to make sure you get the right ones for your cabling. So these are CAT5s. So basically, you're just gonna want to have these on the end. And the hardest part, or the things you should remember, are these codes, the color coding within the terminator or the connector. And then let me show you what else I have over here. I have a CAT5 cable tester. I have a crimper, and I just use a razor blade or a box cutter for cutting the ends off, to cut the ends of the wires off. And yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. So people usually use this to like, you can buy CAT5s in a pack, and they'll be like 50 feet or 25 feet or 10 feet or whatever you buy. And this is just for people who need like 100-foot cables, and then you buy like a CAT5 box, something like this. Something like this. It has 1,000 feet in this box, and you can just pull it out and, you know, size it up to the size that you need, and then just cut the end, and then put these connectors on the end so you have a connection. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So this one has one end on it already, as you can see. Has the color coding there, but then this end doesn't have it. So first thing you're going to want to do is, or what I'm going to want to do in this case, I don't have to, but just cut this piece off. And sometimes, like the crimper you buy, it'll have like the tool where you could just cut around it, but I like to use the scissors because, I don't know, it's just easier. So you just want to cut the jacket around it off, to spin it around. You don't want to have the scissors all over you down. Just spin it around until it's officially cut off. Alright, twist and pull this off. It'll work for me right now. Just get that off. This little piece right here. Sometimes you might have to cut a little more, but this little, whatever you want to call this, this is to pull back the jacket that's around it, but I didn't go down far enough, so I want to just cut it down. Give me a little bit more room. Take that off, like so. Throw that to the side. You don't need that. And boom. And you don't want to use it from here, because you might have possibly cut these wires with the scissors. So what I do is I pull this down, this little piece of yarn or whatever you want to call it, if I can get a grip on it. Sometimes it's hard, so I'll just use my scissors to cut a little bit. Just a little piece to get it going. Just pull down. As you can see, if you just keep pulling, it'll slice the wire or the jacket more. So then that way, boom, we can separate it like that. Cut this piece off. But you don't need that piece. You can cut this, and then wherever you made that cut before, you want to cut up there. Like, let me straighten these out. You don't need all of that. So boom. So this is what you'll want. Now you'll notice there's an orange, a blue, a green, a brown. And that's basically how you want to separate it right there. That's basically how you want it. But if you notice, the ones that are white, they have the same color that match. So for example, this solid orange one has a white and orange cord as well. Like you see the little orange there on the white one. So that's white orange. Let's call that white orange. You want white orange on the outside, the left hand side, right? Then you want to separate these two. And then you can always go to the other side for a reference if it's done already. But you're gonna put these to the side for now. You want your white green next to your solid orange. And then you want your solid blue next to your white green. And then you want your white blue next to your blue. Then you want your solid green next to your white blue. And then brown. I have to do brown. So it's going to be white, brown, and then brown. So that is the code there, the color coding. I don't know if you can see that. But so white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. And you're gonna make sure those are all together straight, nice and straight, because they have to go into these little connectors. And these little connectors have little slots in them. I don't know if you can see that. These little slots. These are the terminators that go down. The gold things go down into the to these cords to give you a connection. And there's little slots in there. I don't know if you can see that, but each of these wires have to go in each of these slots, each one of these slots. So let's try to straighten these out as best as we can. Like so. Make them straight as possible. That's why you want to keep your thumb down on here, like so, to make sure it stays where it's supposed to be. And sometimes I might have to cut just to make it, you know, all the same size. I'm doing this with my left hand. Next, let me do it with my right. I just want to cut them all so they be all the same size. Boom. Boom. See how straight that is? Yeah. So all you're gonna do is slide these in. Same order, make sure they stay that way. See, I'm messing up. Like this. Boom. You want to make sure they come out on the other end the same way you put them in. So we got white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. You gotta push it in. Get your crimper. I'll have a link for this. These aren't that expensive. And you want to put it through here, and this locks it in place. It brings those gold things down, and it presses it into these wires. So now you have to make sure that this is flush with the connector's end. So what I do is I take my box cutter, and I just put it down on the surface because it's easier to put it down on the surface. Oops, I got it way up here. Put it down on the surface, and just press down as hard as you can to get all these wires off. I'll show you how right now. So just cut down. Boom. Cut these off. Come off pretty easy as long as your blade isn't dull, it'll come off. Oh, that went flying somewhere. Yeah, you want it as flush as possible, or it won't work. You'll be like, well, I'm not getting any connection. Well, because you didn't make sure you did this part. So that's what you want at the end. That's it. Then you're going to take your CAT5 tester, plug it into one end, have it grab the other end. Plug it into here. And then these lights will tell you, these lights right here will tell you if it's good or bad. So boom, they all lit up, that means they're good. And then this is telling me that it's connected. It's connected, I'm holding this one. It's telling me it's connected, so that'll work. I'm gonna do one more. Just to make sure. So boom, this is another one that doesn't have one end. And I'm gonna go through this one pretty quickly. And it's gonna be the same exact process. So let's try to remember. White, orange, orange, white, green, white, green, solid blue, so white, orange, orange, white, green, solid blue, white, blue, solid green, white, brown, brown. Same thing. Took me longer than I expected. This one was a little different. But yeah. Box cutter. let's test it. Booyah. And that's it. That was a tutorial on how to add connectors to a CAT5 Ethernet cord. If you have any questions, comment. Man, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what I should do next. I'm gonna start doing tutorials more often. Yeah, bank edits. What's good?